Uh, Chicago City Council passed a resolution apologizing to Black residents for slavery, segregation, and systematic racism. The resolution, introduced by Alderman Lamont Robinson of the 4th Ward, who has a illegal immigration Venezuelan young men's shelter across the street from Dunbar Park track. He's the one who introduced this. Acknowledges centuries of harm done to Black Chicagoans and formally issues an apology on behalf of the city. But while City Hall is busy with symbolic gestures, aldermen like Jim Gardner and Nick Sposato are pointing out the hypocrisy. Over $600 million has been spent in just the last 3 years on housing, clothing, and medical costs for illegal aliens, while Black neighborhoods remain neglected, unsafe, and stripped of resources. Symbolism versus substance. A resolution or apology sounds good on paper, but it doesn't change anything material for Black Chicagoans. It doesn't restore land, businesses, housing, or wealth that was stolen. Distraction politics. City Hall uses these symbolic gestures to distract from present-day discrimination. While they apologize for slavery, they're actively displacing Black families through property demolitions, gentrification, and sanctuary city policies. Resource misallocation. Over $600 million spent on illegal aliens in just 3 years, while Black neighborhoods remain underfunded, unsafe, and stripped of opportunities. Accountability. If the city is serious about repair, it should stop funding illegal aliens at the expense of the very people whose ancestors built this city's wealth. Now, I read this meaningless resolution a few times, and of course, they wanted to start with Chicago's first non-indigenous settler, John Baptiste Point du Sable, was a Black man of Haitian descent who established the first permanent settlement in the mouth of Chicago River in the late 18th century, laying the foundation for what will become one of the greatest cities in the world. And despite his legacy in Illinois, they say African American, but this is where they manipulate. Man, I'm not even gonna read this. Let me break something down to you. The 20 Black aldermen down there, except maybe one, and I don't even like him. I can't stand him. Alderman David Moore was the only one I think that never voted for no money for the illegal aliens at all. Every alderman, including Lamont Robinson, y'all were for this illegal immigration invasion. Y'all watched me and Jessica Jackson and others come down there about our housing, about properties being stolen. There was a man and his wife and his child coming down there, homeless. You had Taiwan, him speaking out, trying to get stability, stable housing, so he can get joint custody of his kids. And y'all sit here and bring this meaningless resolution because midterms is coming up and y'all need votes. Y'all are done. Black Chicago, y'all crazy as hell if y'all take this resolution. They always want to come with a meaningless slavery, reparations, resolution, study, anything when it's time for votes again. Tony Dwayne Preckwinkle about to get back in there. They got Lieutenant Governor Stratton trying to be U.S. Senate. You've got Jonathan Jackson and his corrupt brother, Jesse Jackson Jr. trying to get up in here. Y'all did all of these things when y'all have given everything to illegals. And to this day, you've got Mayor Brandon Johnson going hard for the illegals because the city is ran by the Mexican cartel. We are under attack. And this is what you give us? A resolution? A meaningless resolution. Lamont Robinson saying, shame on you and anybody who voted for this. Shame on you. So thank you, Alderman Gardner. Thank you, Alderman Nick Posado. Thank you, Raymond Lopez. And thank you for any of the other ones who voted against this BS. Because what we're not going to do is continue this same ridiculous cycle. The same ridiculous cycle. Y'all spent over $2 billion. Y'all can keep that $600 million. Y'all spent over $2 billion for illegal aliens. Myself, me and my family is unhoused because y'all won't settle this case. And that's a black family. But y'all got the nerve to bring this resolution. And then I seen you, Lamont Robinson, and Stephanie Coleman dancing and everything at the Phoenix Awards down at the Congressional Coon Black Caucus. Y'all, the hypocrisy is so real, and ain't nobody gonna deal with this no more. No more. So you can take this and that meaningless, dumb resolution, and honestly, like, it don't matter. It's honest. Like, I don't want to even say what I want to say because I can't say it. But you're a loser. And them 20 black aldermen down there are losers. Brandon Johnson is a loser. And anybody that's okay with this resolution is a loser.